Okay, so now that we've looked at our assessment summary, we've pretty much explored everything that's included within the module overview. So now what I think we should do is really look at what they've provided us for each of the topics. So if you are in this module box, any of these links kind of take you outside of the module. So what you need to do is you need to go back to the module's homepage, which you can do by just clicking right here. And then it will redirect us to the homepage of the module. It might take a second because my computer is a little bit freaking out. Okay, so now we're here, and we know that we're back on the module homepage because it says Module 1, and then it has the name of the module. Like I explained, here was the module overview, and then now we have all the topics, which we briefly looked at in the previous video. So if we want to investigate a topic further, what we can do is we can just click on the topic that we want to look at. So we clicked on the topic, and here you will find the topic overview right here, which summarizes what is happening in each of the lessons and how the lessons build upon each other. And this really emphasizes the coherence. And then you'll also see right here is the number of days allotted for the topic. Similar to the module overview, you'll see those standards that are the focus standards, those prerequisite standards. And then you'll also see the standards for mathematical practice that they feel are of focus during this topic. So now, once we're here, after we read this, we're ready to really look at a lesson. So let's just start with a lesson. And you just access that by clicking on which one you want to see. And when you look at the lesson, you will see the name. Right here, we're in lesson 7. You'll see the number of minutes that they feel that this lesson should take. And then what's also nice is that you can download a PDF of the full lesson. You can also download the fluency component, the problem set, the exit ticket, and homework. And if you want to download the whole kit and caboodle, you can just download all files. So just a note that I can't emphasize enough, each Eureka lesson is too long. Do not try to do all of the lesson. The lesson is not a script. Eureka is written as professional development. So they have thought of 1,000,001 ways to teach a lesson, and they've included all of those within this one lesson. So really it's our job to look through the lesson and choose what from each of the components we want to include. So this is why the distribution of minutes is so important. So if you look here, we're supposed to engage in fluency practice for 12 minutes. So, and the first thing you'll see here is the fluency practice. We're supposed to engage in 12 minutes. Like I said, you will not most likely get through all of this. So what you need to do is you choose which fluency practice or practices that will fill these 12 minutes. So think they're allocating 12 minutes for fluency. Which of these can I get done in those 12 minutes? And some days you may just choose one, and other days you may be able to get through all of them. Next thing that we would do is we want to look at the application problem. So fluency and then application problem. So if I click here, it will open up this application problem. So another thing is this is all flexible. You can move fluency. You can do fluency in between this part, in between the concept development and student debrief. You can do the application problem in between the concept development and student debrief. You can move these all around. So think of these as puzzle pieces, and you can put them in any order. And so basically what we want to do is we just want to make sure they're allocating 5 minutes for application. Let's make sure we stick to the 5 minutes. So next thing that we have is the concept development. And I just want to point out this video camera icon. When you see this, it means that there's a video embedded. So if I click on this, it will take me to the concept development. And you will see that there's a video supported within step 1 to support the lesson. So let's just take a look at the concept development. So we're in step 1, concept development. Here's that video that you could watch. And this specific video demonstrates the commutative property through rotated arrays. And then I also want to point out that the concept development is 22 minutes. Now you may be confused because it says 32 minutes up here, but we'll talk a little bit more about that. So this right here, the concept development, we want it to be 22 minutes. Now, you might be looking at this and you might be saying to yourself, oh my gosh, this is a script. And although it may look like a script, it's not. This is written for professional development. So it's just to give you an idea of what your conversations may be like. Do not plan on saying all of this. If you try to say it all, you will literally be there for 5,000 years. Just like you did with the fluency, you pick and choose based on what you know your kids need. So you read through this, you pick and choose what you think your kids need to fill these 22 minutes. Way too much information. Don't do it all. Fill that 22 minutes. Then at the end of the concept development, you will see there's a problem set. So here's the problem set. Let's open that up. So that you will see that they have 10 minutes to do this. So students will work on this for 10 minutes of the dedicated concept development time. So for this, let's go back up here. So for this lesson, the time allocated for concept development is 32 minutes. So the lesson piece, step 1, is 22 minutes, and the independent practice, the problem set, is the last 10 minutes. So the last 10 minutes you do the problem set. So when you look up here at this concept development, you'll see that it says 32 minutes. Always take away 10 minutes of that time because that 10 minutes is for the problem set. The remaining time is how long you should actually be doing your mini lesson. So here you can kind of see what that problem set looks like. And then once you have done your concept development, you're ready for student debrief. So you'll see that there are 2 parts, the lesson objective and the exit ticket. So let's check out the lesson objective. So once again, you will see that this is way too much information. And like I've been saying, this is not a script. You will not be able to get this all done in the 7 minutes that they say that you should be spending during it. These are just ideas on how you can close a lesson. So just like everything else, pick and choose what you like, what your kids need in order to understand the wrap up of the lesson within this given time frame. So pick what you can. Think about these are some prompts that you could use. So think about which ones would your kids want to answer. And then the last part of the close, the share and debrief, would be the exit ticket. And so right here is just kind of a summary of the exit ticket. It just explains it. You will be able to find the exit ticket up here.